Look at all this amazing PPE. So I'm getting ready to go drop all of this stuff off. But first, I'm actually picking up 2 more of those giant boxes of surgical masks because even though somebody stole 2 boxes, because of you guys, we're able to buy 2 more and replace them. So we're going to back up 2 hospitals. So if we get hit again in the fall, they'll have a little backup. And then we're also going to give some to a Harlem Veterans Home, which is a home for vets that are currently homeless. And we're going to give them some cloth masks, which people have made amazingly, and some surgical masks, 500. We're also going to give to the Victory One, which is an senior living building here in Harlem that also doesn't have a lot of resources. So we are getting them 150 cloth masks for all of their residents and staff. And then we're also going to get them 500 surgical masks too. And then each one of the hospitals is getting 1,000. And then we've got some more ear savers, which is always a big hit. They really save ears. And then there's this cool kind, which I hadn't even seen before. And we're going to send those to the Women's Health Pavilion in the Bronx. So I am just going to pack all the stuff up, and I'm going to go meet the vendor and pick up 2 more boxes of the surgical masks and then go pass everything out. Thank you, everyone, very, very much for helping me be able to do this. I really am so grateful. Okay, I just picked up the 2,000 surgical masks. Look how full my car is. It's crazy. And then the really lovely lady that I got the masks from, she also gave me all of this, which are hazmat suits and goggles and like FDA approved, like full hazmat gear. Anyway, I'm very excited to be able to drop this off for them. I just wanted to show you how ridiculously full my car is of PPE that I am now driving down to the Bronx to drop off. Just came upstate to pick up the masks. And I just wanted to thank everyone who donated. I want to thank Fat Panda because they were so kind and so thoughtful to send 3,000 surgical masks out here to be dropped off to hospital workers and New Yorkers in need. And we really, really appreciate it. And it was a shame that somebody stole 2,000 of those while they were in transit being sent out. And it was just amazing to me that just from a simple post on Instagram and Facebook, we raised enough money to replace those. So their full donation of 3,000 is still going to happen. Just cannot thank everyone enough. And then the really lovely vendor who I bought the masks from just donated a bunch more PPE because it's going to some really good people. Thank you. Hi, you're on video. Hi. Okay, so I just pulled up in front of Mount Sinai West, and I wanted to just let you guys know what it's like when you're dropping stuff off. So I keep some gloves and masks in the car, and I usually just put on a new pair. And then mask up. And I touch the outside of my mask, so I'm going to Purell my gloves. All right, and now we're going to go out, and I'm going to get the back of the car set up so the nurses can pick up so we don't have to touch each other. So I just wanted to give you guys an idea of what it's like dropping off at my old workplace until I became non-essential, Mount Sinai West. So I usually just come up and then I arrange all the PPE in the back of the car, and then that way the girls can just come pick it up and take it in. And I just want to say, so this is 1,000 masks that you guys helped get. These are some lovely ear savers that have been very popular. These were made by Maggie out in Long Island. They very much appreciate it. These are, so the lovely vendor Christine, who I was able to get these from, she donated a bunch of these for the girls, and some eye protectors. These are hazmat suits. These are like little, like less heavy duty hazmat suits. And then this amazing bag. So these are all head covers for the nurses, and they have really been liking having a material head cover because they can just take it home and wash it, and it keeps particulates, sorry, it's New York City, very loud truck, keeps particulates off their hair so they can be protected. And I had a really amazing lady who has been donating and helping out reach out to me on Instagram, and she was like, is there anything else you need? Margaret, she's been kind of amazing. And I said, you know, actually these are kind of expensive, but it's something that really helps them. And she donated the entire amount. So I needed to get 30 more to cover them, and we got them thanks to her. Everybody's just been super amazing. So I'm just down here waiting for a couple nurses to come down and pick up their goodies. Okay, so just came back to my studio real quick, and we are getting the packages ready for the 2 Harlem places. The Veterans Home for homeless vets is just in my neighborhood around the corner. And then also there is a senior center where a bunch of seniors live, and all of them are in a lot of need of masks of all kinds. So I just wanted to show you what we're getting together for them. So they have slightly different populations. So we've got 150 masks, cloth masks for the senior center, and then they have 500 surgical masks, which should hopefully help them through the fall. And then for the Veterans Home, we have the same. We have 500 surgical masks, and then we have all of these beautiful masks for them as well. So all of these lovely cloth masks were donated from a group from upstate New York called Face Mask Friends, and they have been absolutely amazing workhorses. These are actually from Alice's masks, Alex Farrell, who in 1 week alone got me 50 masks, which was also incredible, and I am so grateful. So these packages are ready to go, and we're going to walk them over today. It's a little bit rainy today, but we're not going to let that stop us. Okay, so we just dropped off to the veterans residence, and they were so grateful and so lovely. And of course, it was just a pleasure to be able to help them out a little bit. We are at Victory 1, which is this huge building. All seniors living here in Harlem, and we're gonna go give them some masks.
Heather, we want to thank you for your wonderful gift. It was so neighborly, and all of our 109 residents, senior residents at Victory, really appreciate the gift of masks that you've given us. Appreciate it. Thank you. HCCI, love you to death.